Russia and Azerbaijan met in Moscow to discuss their respective countries' futures, while Armenia looked on. Progress toward a peace treaty was the main takeaway from yesterday's meeting in the Kremlin, albeit a slow one. Russian political analyst and editor-in-chief of journal, National Defense, Igor Kurachenko told this in a comment for Russian media, Azernews reports. We saw a very calm, clear, logical speech by the president of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, against the backdrop of fuss and petty fraud on the part of the Prime Minister of Armenia Nikol Pashinyan, Kurachenko said. Following the general outlook of the recent meeting in the capital city of the Russian Federation, he stated, the trilateral meeting of Vladimir Putin, Ilham Aliyev, and Nikol Pashinyan, which took place the day before in Moscow, clearly demonstrated that Russia and Azerbaijan are focused on the future, while Armenia stands in one place. Kurachenko emphasized that while Armenia is content to merely pass the time, Azerbaijan is actively working toward the future. He claims that both Vladimir Putin and Ilham Aliyev tried to explain to Pashinyan the importance of restoring free flow of transportation and communication in the region as a prerequisite for establishing lasting peace, cooperation, and interaction in the area. However, as the commentator points out, Nikol Pashinyan countered with a series of demagogic statements. But we are making progress, albeit slowly. Armenia is trying to go against the logic of current political events, which, of course, will lead it to a historical dead end, Igor Kurachenko concluded. Azernews reports, citing foreign media, that millions of Turks have already begun voting in the country's first-ever presidential runoff election, which began at 8 a.m. local time, 0500 GMT, on Sunday. There are more than 64 million eligible voters registered, and more than 1.92 million have already cast ballots at military bases and other locations outside the country. There are a total of 191,885 ballot boxes located throughout the country. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who is running for re-election, and Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, the main opposition candidate, will face off in this election. Elections abroad continued until May 24. Until domestic polling stations close at 5 p.m. local time, 1400 GMT, on Sunday, voters can cast ballots at customs gates. On May 14, millions of people cast ballots in elections for president and the 600 members of parliament. In a vote against the opposition's six-party Nation Alliance, Erdogan's People's Alliance came out on top. No candidate received 50% of the vote in the first round, so the presidential election will be decided in a runoff on Sunday, with Erdogan in the lead. The situation in northern Kosovo has worsened as authorities from the self-proclaimed Republic of Kosovo attempt to seize control of local administrative buildings, Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić said on Friday, according to Azernews, citing TASS.